everybody, how y'all doing? Looks like this all still working, which is good. If you hear noise in the background, that's the old hot tank. It's going again. But yep, beautiful. We had rain for almost 4 or 5 days, like they forecasted. I've heard upwards of 2 inches of rain total, which we definitely needed. And I can see the yards already turning green out there. So we'll be back to mowing here soon. Be okay. Yeah, we couldn't have a freeze with the dry ground. We would have never had any water left for anybody because all the pipes would have froze. So hopefully everybody's doing good. Hey guys, whoever's here, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I've been cleaning, rearranging. Hey there, old man. How you doing, buddy? Uh, yep, there I am, Mike. Yep, I'm here. I'm here. I'm kind of close to being on time. I think. I don't know. I haven't even looked at the time. Yeah, I'm within 6 minutes this time. So hopefully everybody's doing good. Yeah, yep. This rain. That was great. It's nice to drive down the road with the windows open in the truck and not get dusted out. It's been good. Had my poor neighbor confused. He stopped in here today. Okay. He stopped in here today, had a confused look on his face when he realized my shop door was open. He thought I was out of the area, and he just forgot I owned that 2002. So, but at least he stopped and checked on me, which was good. Yeah, that's what I caught that last time, King. How you doing down there? Hopefully it's cooled off down there, and I do. I do feel sorry for everybody out on the West Coast there. There's a lot of displaced people, and that it just this year is going to go down in the history books. It's the craziest year that it's ever been. Yeah, the engine builds are going okay. Once the hot tank shuts off, I'll go out there and show you. I just got a set of heads cleaned up, but put them in the Evapo-Rust to take the surface rust off them. And notice they've had guides put in them, but the guides are all at different heights. So either they didn't machine them off, or I don't know. I'm going to have somebody look at that. 4 strokes, dude. Holy crap, King. Wow. Hey, Paul. I'm doing pretty good. Doing a lot better. Got some more insulin finally. I got 2 more bottles yesterday. So, yeah, the wife and I did a couple of things together, and yeah, I had a late start to the yesterday. Got out here late. Oh, okay. Were you the one that's having an oil issue? I can't remember. Anyway, somebody was talking to me, and I told them they were getting oil on one side. Okay, it was you. I don't think I ever got any more messages back from you, and I don't remember if I answered you. But what I was going to say is, depending on the tool you were priming it with, if that didn't close up around the distributor hole, that wouldn't let the oil go up the passenger side. You got to have a distributor in there or a tool that blocks that so it goes around that to get the oil up to that one side. So, and if it was the passenger side that wasn't getting the oil, that was because the driver's side, because the distributor wasn't in there and the driver's side got the oil pressure. So, yeah, I've got a block laying here that I see was a 383 once before. I thought about doing another 383 out of it, but I don't know. Might just do it as a 350. So, I hope everything goes good for you, Paul. Yeah, we got Okay, hopefully after you get that. Hey there, Matt. How's your airbrushing going? Yeah, hopefully after you get the correct primer in there, that other side will get the oil to it. So, yeah, Matt, the Katana there, he's been doing some airbrushing. You guys got to check out what he's been doing there. It's turning out cool. Oh, okay, Paul. What part of the U.S. do you get to then? All right. Oh, okay. Uh-oh, what'd you go and do now, Mike? Well, hey, oh, wow. Well, if you're ever over in West Central Iowa, hit me up. Well, on good news, Friday we got Squirrel's car back. Yay! After literally a month of them having it. What they ended up having to do with Squirrel's car is take the entire dash. Uh, hey, Kevin. They ended up taking the entire dash out, the HVAC system. They had to drain the air conditioning, coolant, take that all out, replace the sound deadening insulation barrier on the firewall, put that all back together, put the carpet and the pads and whatever else back in. New heater blower relay, or whatever that resistor up there. They had to do a lot of work to that car, but it's back. But the kicker is, when I went to go pick my truck up, I was nice and took her car to her at work. She met me out in the parking lot, and I get out of her car, walk around, and I look at my truck. I'm like, Squirrel, what happened to my truck? She's like, well, nothing happened to your truck. I said, well, something happened to my truck. My front driver's side bumper's been hit. They missed the door, got the top half of the third door. My gas door and that plastic box side now over the wheel well has a bunch of cracks. Somebody hit the truck and took off. Went and got an estimate. $4,830. Yeah. So yeah. And I see when I got up to the body shop to get the estimate done. When I got there, I got out and I looked back. And when it was wet, you couldn't hardly see the marks. As soon as he dried it off to get the pictures and everything, he's like, "Oh yeah, somebody went down the side of the truck. No idea who, but yeah." So, Mike, how in the world? Oh, I guess you had to wait yourself. Hey there, James. How you doing? So yeah, it's been an interesting last few weeks, but oh, and luckily before we left, they said something about reprogramming the back hatch on her car. Hey, Confederate. Thank God I hit the button because the door went up 3/4 way, went closed. They tried the handle, 3/4 way up, door closed. Tried the dash, closed. He said, just a second. He ran into the main shop, come out with two boxes. He said, oh, the recall pays for the struts too. So they put two new struts on the hatch. Works perfect. I said, well, I'm glad I tried that before we left. If that would have happened to the squirrel, she would have had a total meltdown. Well, it's funny you do that because a year ago, about this time, I was in the hospital for 10 days. Yeah, I don't want to go do that again. So, well, now that noisy thing is shut off, we'll kind of go out and talk about what's going on. I got an old Small Journal 327 that's been, well, I've kind of got a little shop space back. No, don't you dare restart. Anyway, I got a little shop space back. I can get to my welder again. Actually, I can wheel that out. I got that corner of the shop clearing. Well, a lot of it was down there, ended up on the bench, but at least that's at a height where I can sort it and go through it. I got two crankshafts that are going out the door. The one's spun bearing, the other one's turned 1010, but it's got some deep scratches and gouges in it. And for what it costs to have one turned, 400 heads and 350 heads. Oh, what style 350 heads? No, the Camaro's not done yet either. It's been raining for the last 5 days here, Matt. It finally stopped last night. Anyway, got that back. Anyway, here's the heads, the 882s. They were getting surface rust on them. So I evapor rusted them, washed them, cleaned them, and I had to spray them with WD-40. I still got a couple more spots. But I'm going to go down with an oh, that one needs, yeah, they need a little more cleaning. I'm going to go down and see how the pistons are fitting in this one. But then, like, okay, this guy right here, I don't know if I can get it to show up, but that guy is way down, and when you look at them from underneath, they're not machined off. This little guy's about done. I got to find some valve covers on it because the guy's got them down there. So that's there. 377 still on the engine stand, and I've kind of kept around about building another engine stand, so when I got my own personal motor, I can leave it on the stand and have another one to put motors for sale, or like customers break them in, and I leave mine on the stand, fire it up. Okay, Paul. Well, I know. Actually, I think I got a video on the camera I haven't used yet, but that's rotten up there. You can see the dark. It's rotten. And this was the second day of rain. The first day, this pail was almost full. That's the second day of rain that came through my roof. So, yeah, I definitely got to get the roof on this. Hey, Sean. So, yeah, I can get to the welder. Got a bunch of trash to go out the door here. That's not trash, but we actually got a buddy's Chevelle that he's working on. He had the sway bar all cleaned up, and then somebody put it outside on him and turned it rusty, and I've got it looking pretty good again. I think he takes some hot soapy water and steel wool to it. It'll be good. Don't you fall over on my foot. You just... There. Go that way. And... So, yeah. Then the old hunting truck motor is right there. About ready to get to that again. So, and these two right there are going to be going out of state hopefully soon. So, all right, Matt, if you're gone. Right? That'd be nice. That'd be nice. So, but yeah, we gotta get these. Might have to put those in the blast casket. I see the intake runner did not clean out very good. Must have had an air pocket. But then I got the 40 over 400 sitting back there, 5.3 hiding there, and 406 here, which might have a home. It might have a home. So that'll help, as I can always do another 406. Well, actually, I got plenty right now. And I guess I got a couple more blocks coming in. So you did? Oh, cool. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of the update in the shop here. So been well, some of you might have noticed. There's a little blue cabinet up there. Well, that used to be back there. I moved it up on top of that cabinet, and everything that was in that cabinet, well, most of it's laying here. Well, here's something that you don't see: old cassette tape, and it's twisted. I don't know, but my tire repair stuff right here, laying there, but everything else that was in that cabinet is now up there, and that cabinet has become storage for something else. So, ended up putting a bunch of stuff away. So, yep. And this stuff here has become my new best friend. This wash solvent, this stuff, I guarantee you, it'll take the paint off of stuff, and that cleans up. Actually, cleans up cylinder walls pretty darn good. So, I'm getting a cramp in my hand. So yeah, we got a few things going on, and I don't know. Hopefully, this next week, those 2 motors are gone, and another one's home from the machine shop. Yeah, got another 60 over motor coming home to work on for somebody. So things are kind of getting there, but still a long ways away. I am putting this in my pocket because I got a tire that's going low on my truck, and I don't know if I got it filled right. So hopefully everybody's been having fun with your projects and that. And yeah, those 2 motors are probably going to just go home, and they're going to start them down there. So, which is okay. I'm trying to get things done, and I'm trying to get to where I can get stuff in. And I was talking to one of you last night. I've kind of got an idea on a video series I'm going to do, which I got to get something home. And once I get that home, and then it's going to be, it might take a few months to get that set of videos made. So I'm going to have to get another hard drive to store everything on that to be able to do what I want to do with that. So it should turn out all right, I think. It's going to be whatever it is. So I got a gnat flying. I got him. Yeah, ew. Yeah, I got him good. Oh, and that stupid skunk we seen last week was up here 2 days later trying to eat with the cats at 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so nobody's got that skunk yet. And being it's out in the daylight, yeah, my neighbors want to get that skunk. It's hopefully one of my kittens outside kind of looked a little different, but I kind of blame it on he was wet from all the rain and that. So hopefully that's what it is. There you go, Sean. So, oh, it's nice to have my old truck back again. Oh no, got sprayed again, did he? No. Yeah, I've just kind of been. Well, Deer Slayer, how you doing? Been a while since seen you. Okay, what could jump? My daughter got a new neighbor. Well, there. Hey, George. Hey, Jeff. Oh, the old Mexico heads. Okay. Okay. Oh, 2 months later and that stuff still stinks? Oh, no. Some of those Mexican heads ain't too bad. I wonder if that's the number that I got on this. Now you got me thinking. Well, Lee, how you doing? Nice seeing everybody again. I don't know about those CVT trannies yet. Yeah, I haven't experienced one of those, but yeah, I've heard people don't care for them. And I think that was one of those I watched a video on. That was the one of the years they had more of the trouble with them. Yes, the sun's shining. It's beautiful out. Ground's drying up. A lot of the cracks have filled up. I knew I should have known better to say that with you in the room there, Mike. Oh. So yeah, Mama Bear's car is waiting on headlights. They had a recall on the headlights and still waiting on those. Yeah, she's starting to drive around one-eyed, even though I noticed that a while back when you're in front of her, it's like she's got one bright headlight and the other one's just kind of like there. Yeah, insert foot with mouth. Yeah, with him. No, I got I don't even know where we're at on the Camaro, but the Camaro has the parts cars, rims, and the new tires on it now. Ah, okay. Yeah, I know Mama Bear would have said something. Yep. I've got get the drive shaft back up in it, and then I can roll it out of the way because, like I said, I want to try and get cleaned up on both sides of the shop so I can get the tractor up there, and I want to see if I can peel the roof off and do it. I ain't going to make any guarantees, so hopefully I'll guarantee in 20 minutes after I start, I'll look at the weather forecast, and they're going to change and say rain. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Randy's doing okay. He's been picking on me. Okay. Yeah, those. We're doing pretty good. We're going to go. Well, we're going to go see what's going on. We're going to take a look. Together, let's see. I can shut that off now. I don't need that heating anymore. So, well, that definitely looks better than when I put it in there. Okay. It'll probably get a little noisy for a little bit because the air compressor is going to turn on. I'm going to rinse this off. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a lot better when I put it in there. So, hang on for a couple minutes. I had planned on having this done before you guys got here, but I ain't gonna done it. crap. Well, let's see. Yeah, Randy's doing good. Oh wow, Paul. Yeah, my feeling on the metal roofs is, and I notice around our area, if you got a metal roof and you happen to have a fire in your building, they don't put it out. They let. Ah, no, I got some holes. I got a hole right there. I still got it. Okay, I'm gonna do. I know we're live, but I'm also making a video on this the show, so I want to do that quick. Okay, well, there's the cylinders. And that is this is brown. Brown rust. No, don't know any history on it. Get her out. Get into the metal rust. So, don't yell too bad, guys. This is where I need a bigger shop with a high ceiling. I use a crane. Oh! Sad thing is, years ago, I could pick this up with one hand. Yeah, buddy, Sweetwater's not going to fit in here. Okay. Like I said, I'm doing a little work tonight. Okay. I gotta make a little room here. Because no, I'm not bear hugging that into that barrel because I don't want it to drop and put a hole in that barrel. Oof, this needs to move. Yeah, I made some room, but I took some room away, but. All over. Now we can move. Yeah, I probably need to drain my air compressor too. Hey, Gary. I'm doing pretty good, Spies. How you doing, Chambers? 436. Oh, Paul, that'd be fun. I'd like to put one of those together once. Oh, the roughs. With 10 roughs around here, the reason they let them burn is because they don't know where the fire is, and the heat that usually gets on the tin starts melting their boots, so they cannot get a safe footing. So, yeah, if you got a metal building or metal roof, just plan on rebuilding it because it's going to be down on the ground before they put it out. So let's see. I get there. Okay. Let me move this. Oh, I gotta sit down for a second. Anyway, I don't know if you guys will see it or not, but this 327, she's in rough, rusty shape. I was thinking about having it sent off and baked. I got lights in all the wrong spots tonight. Having it baked and then shot peened. You know what? This is going to be the ultimate test for the Evaporust. If it cleans up this block and gets it to where it's usable and that, I know it ain't going to take the paint off. Well, it might take the paint off because if there's rust under the paint, it will lift the paint. And I want to see how that Evaporust. Now the Evaporust has turned colors. It's gone black, dark colored. So, yeah, I don't know if that'd fix it or kill me, bud. Oh, that might make me hack even harder. Anyway. Like I said, I'm not being handling that. Oh. Yeah. You guys blinded by light. See, I didn't change that. There. Now, where did I put the bolts? In there. I found something for once right off the bat. And that's going to be the next question. Let me catch up here. Yeah, that'd be a fun build. Need a double action pump on this thing. Let me bring some more of those lights out I got from guy in Nebraska. I can't even think of his name right now. That's bad. Woofta. That's the only downfall of running the hot tank in here and not opening the door, but it was warm outside too, but it's still cooler in here than it was. So yeah, if the Evaporeth saves this block, I am definitely seeing. I'll buy another barrel when I can. She's one nasty looking motor. Oh yeah, that's where I can get to it now. That one soft plug that was fighting me coming out, now it's where I can get to it. You still gonna? Aha! There we go. Ah! Then it falls down. Had it. Yeah, we'll worry about it later. The block ends up being no good, then it's just more weight. Okay. Where are you guys? I'll show you. Jack faster. Okay. Anyway, there you guys go. There's how rusty, nasty it's looking. So I mean, it's nasty. We're gonna put it in there. Probably gonna let this soak overnight. What? No. A little taller. Okay. Now what? Up first. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are marked, so that's good. This way, whoa! This way, the threads get clean too. And let's see where I'm going to set it. There we go. It's submerged. And over here. That stuff's environmentally friendly. It's safe. Stick your hand in it. All right. Oh, I guess the jack just had to fall down. Great. All right. So, there's that. I got a 60 over block sitting here too. That's going to go in, but I'll wait till I'm ready to paint that one. Come on, fan, quit turning. Okay. Let's see. All right, Paul. Hey, Prestige. That is Evaporust. I got the big blue barrel of that stuff beginning of the year. Hey, Insane, how you doing? And I soak it in that. And that saved a lot of the motors that I got last year. I had some cores that come in. The motor that's in the Camaro, that 80 over, that one I put in the Evaporust and cleaned it up. And yes, that motor is 80 over and ran cool and did good. So yeah, I guess before the end of the show, maybe we'll hook back up to it and pull it up and see how well it's starting to eat that stuff off. Well, here's the 60 over right there. It's just got a light surface rust on it, inside and out, and I'll put it in there and that'll come out looking like a brand new block. It just might, Insane. It just might. Because I'm testing this one without taking it. I was going to take it to the machine shop, let him use his acid on it, and take as much off he could, then bring it back. I thought, well, I'm going to just do this one straight from now, and if it cleans it up, and it cleans it up to the point where I can crack check it and make sure nothing's broke, then we got a small Journal 327 to build. I need to find out. I can see it's got some ring ridge in it, so I'm hoping it was a standard bore. So, okay, if it's standard and it's not broke, by the time we bore it out, the cylinders will be clean, and that's going to clean up most of that metal. So, yeah, it should make a big difference. And both those motors went through the Evaporust too. Those guys, I put them through the Evaporust. The one on the far side right there had to put it in the Vaporessa, otherwise the paint would have never stuck to it. When that was a modified race engine, the guy never painted it. Put it in bare metal, and then it's set for 12 years or longer without anything on it. So, yeah, I put that in the Vaporessa, and it come out looking like a brand new block. So, that Evaporus just makes a big difference. I mean, I still hit it with the. I still hit the lifter boards with a little burry brush, but sometimes when it comes out, you don't even have to do that. It just. I mean, you don't even have to. Yeah, the Evaporus just eats it all out. It's good. So yeah, if we got your motor out, insane, got it up here and knocked apart between the machine shop and I, we should have it looking like a just brand new block again. So even the heads, but as rest of yours are, I bet you there's probably not too much left of the seats or valves in here. Oh no, you got the heads off that thing, didn't you? That's right. So yeah, we did have a fight chance on yours. So I'm glad that didn't leak. But yeah. So yeah, I got the 60 over sitting here to go together. I got a 30 over there. I've got a 20 over. I got to check some pistons on. I think the block was honed too small, so the set of pistons I got might be able to just go in and hone that block and fit those pistons and have a 20 over motor to do. It's just, yeah, I know I'm probably crazy for keeping going on these motors, but I gotta have something to do. I cannot sit. Your back didn't even know left, Mike. Cider. I just caught that, Sean. Oh. Yeah, I do might have a home for the 406 finally. Well, I was busy putting a block into the Evaporus, so I didn't even know you were gone. You had your. Never heard of that, Sean. I know a couple of guys swear if they heat the Evaporus, and what? I tried it when it was really hot, and the building was hot, and that was warm to the touch. It did work a little bit better. Oh, okay, Mike. It did work a little better, but yeah, I just feel a lot more comfortable using the Vaporus cleaning these blocks because then I know all the oil passages are cleaned out. There's nothing left in there. The only thing I learned is you can't leave it in too long because otherwise you'll turn the metal black. And I did that on a couple, but after he cleaned them at the machine shop, it did go away. So yeah, you got to be careful what you do. So, and with it turning black, it doesn't hurt anything. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, if this block doesn't clean up that best, it still might be going off and getting baked and shot peened and tumbled. Is what we're talking about. But I'm still learning about this Vaporus. I'm pushing it to its limits. I got about 25 gallons left. So, and I used what was a food grade barrel, so it's got a good seal in the bottom of it. And the barrel was pretty solid yet, so. And buy the big jug, the 55 gallon jug there, did bring the cost down. I think my costs with tax and shipping and everything, they brought it down to about $12 a gallon, $13 a gallon versus the 25 to 27 a gallon at the store. So Now, when I first filled that up with the first motor that I did that in, as it was foamy because of the soap or whatever they got in there, and as the soap come up through the block, it was turning the soap brown. It was already eating the rust off it at that point too. So it really works. I've saved a lot of log chains already. I've saved some tools with it. It just, yeah, I'm sounding like a salesman. Oh, but yep. Still haven't fixed the AC in Snowball. Probably won't do that until next spring now. Oh, somebody ain't got a propane tank linking, do they? That stuff will stink about as bad as a skunk. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be kind of nice to hear these two motors before they left, but get them all set up and let them run them and have fun with them. Yeah, I thought about dipping that one tonight, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm not quite ready for that one yet. Then I got another one sitting there in the bag I got to get finished up that I would. Yeah. That is a rotten smell, Mike. That is bad. That's bad. Dinner. Well, hopefully you don't have a bear in the woods or somebody. You just found somebody that's missing. That yeah. No. Thumbs up, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised everything's still. I mean, it looks like the super chat function's still there. But I got an email from YouTube saying I was going to lose all this, but I was going to be able to continue to do. But I've gone in and I see my AdSense is going up and everything. So, oh, Mike, okay. So I don't know. It looks like everything's still functioning. And I go in and look, everything's there. Ads are still there. So I don't know what they're talking about. Might have been a fake email too. So hopefully that's what it was. But, no, I've got something that I've been working on. Good for barbecue. Knew a guy that used to go bear hunting all the time. When they finally got one skinned it, he said he'd never do that again. He, after they skinned it, he says he couldn't stand to even look at it. He said it looks too much like a human body hanging up there when that's done. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Really, fan? You think you got to keep walking? Hell, and oh, that block there, since it's so nasty, I might leave it overnight. I don't know. But otherwise, like this 60 over block here or something like that, that's got light surface rust on it and that, about 2 to 3, about 2 hours, I'll pick it up, swish it around, kind of like a wash machine, and then pull it up and take a look at it. If it looks like it's all gone, then I'll tell you, the only downfall to this stuff is, and I know they've got the neutralizer. I need to get that and try that. Is as soon as you wash that, like for me, I take it out of the evaporust, put it in the hot tank, and wash it. You either better have some WD-40 on hand or that neutralizer, because that will immediately, just rinsing it off, it's already starting to flash rust. Um, I've got some other stuff I'm going to try doing. And well, I got a, it's bad when you forget. I got a little power washer there. Guy gave it to me. He says, "Hey, something happened with the pump. The pump started mixing oil and water, um, but it's got a five or 15 gallon tank on the back. You can pour water in, and then it's self-contained. I want to try doing some experiments with some other parts, and then blast them off and just washing them with soapy water to see if that keeps it from flashing so fast. But otherwise, yeah, once you got your part clean, you better have something to either oil it or paint it or whatever. So that's why the that's why the heads on that blue motor are orange right now, because blowing them dry and sitting them on that barrel, it was already turning. So that stuff takes all the crap out of the metal. Excuse me. Chicken salad sandwich coming back to bite me. What's on TV? God, I haven't seen Star Trek in years. But yeah. And then I have found a few things and lost a few things during this cleanup, but it's getting there. Well, at least now, like I said, I told my one buddy earlier, at least now I can use the cherry picker again. And that basket that I put the main caps in, uh, that was rusty. That's out of my old. That's back when you used to be able to buy the good carburetor Kim dip. Napa used to sell it. That had stripped the paint off. Yeah. A friend of mine one time, I had nice rubber gloves that went all the way to your elbows. And the one time he was messing in that stuff, and the last time I let him mess in it, he went into that chemical with bare hands. Oh, I ripped him a new one when I found out. Uh, well, he went and I made him go wash up in that. 20 minutes after sticking his hands in that chem dip back in the day, it felt like his skin turned to rubber. I thought, oh, dude, you're in trouble. Yeah, he come out of it, but yeah, that stuff would drop a oak tree if you poured it around the roots. It worked. It worked. It did work good to kill off volunteer trees. Put a few drops of that around that. It didn't. Nothing grew. Nope. It did. So yeah, but thanks to our good EPA, that stuff is no longer available. Anyway, that basket was kind of rusty and carbon terichloride. Okay. Anyway, put it in the Vaporus and it looks like a brand new basket again. So, uh, yeah, that stuff just. It's one thing that actually works like it says it's supposed to. So, but yeah, I'm working on. I got this old tire machine that doesn't work. I'm thinking about sending that out the door and then sending it back to the guy. It. I asked them at Evaporust too. They said just keep using it, and they did tell me this: whatever container you put it in, make a mark. So if it evaporates away from you, you can just add water to it, and it will keep and bring it back up to level. He says you use it until either your metal, every part that you're cleaning actually turns black, or if it takes longer than, let's say you're cleaning blocks and you know it takes an hour to 2 hours to clean it, and all of a sudden it starts taking 4 to 5 hours to do the same cleaning, but it's not turning. That's when it's getting weak. Um, and I asked about mixing new in with old. Not really. It doesn't work. I tested that before with some other stuff, and yeah, it did not help. It just really graphite spray, huh? Well, it should really be slick. Hopefully they did it after they were in the block. Otherwise, that'd be kind of hard to hold on to. But lost it. uh, I used to use the old white lithium in a spray can years ago. And here lately on these builds, I've been mixing it up. I put everything together with the white lithium grease, and I've just kind of been mixing it up. And I've been using the cam lifter stuff. Where's the other bottle? And I got some of the old Michigan 77 bearing stuff. I made somebody happy. Some of you guys have been around here for a while, might remember these. Come on, get out of the way. There. A while back, just a couple years ago, I got my hands on these ratchets that were mismarked. Clearly, that's a 3/8 ratchet. But the box, the owner's manual, and the sticker that's on here says it's a 1/2 inch. Well, they didn't send them back. They just... So nobody bought... Well, one guy bought one. I've got one. And I come across them the other day. So the guy that's been doing work on my vehicles for me, I gave him a couple. Because I noticed all he had was impacts. I said, you ain't got any ear ratchets? He said, no, not yet. So I took him to, and he kind of dropped his jaw when I gave them to him. And I still use them. I said, no big deal. I guess he's used them both, and he loves them. He's happy with them. So, yeah. I still got like 8 of these left. The graphite for the hitch, or... Oh, that's what's under there. Really? There, now. That won't be leaking. Okay. So, yeah. They were Irontons, and I don't know if it'll show up or not. But it says right there, 1/2 inch. Electric stuff. Okay, yep. I forgot to look what time we set that in there. Oh. I hope my phone's laying in the office and not in the bottom of that tank. Oops. I just realized my main phone is not in my pocket. Oh, it is here. I was looking around and I'm like, oh, God, it's not here either. Lucas White Lithium, yep. Oh, the Lucas. I'd like to get my hands on some Lucas products. But, yep. Okay, yep, I got that. What are you talking about there, Prestige? Oh, yeah, the old Chicago. Or however, yeah. Oh. Okay, I see that now. Wow. I'll share this picture with you guys of it. It's just a picture. Let's see, get it towards. This race guy is very lucky. Look at how far that passenger side door is in. Yeah, that's passenger side. It's just backwards on the camera. Let's see. Oh, dang, that dang there made it to the driver's side. Wow, that's just crazy. That's a hard hit. That's crazy. Somebody better be counting their blessings with that one. Oh. Oh yeah. Sometimes you find stuff very mismarked or misboxed or something. Some of the before '93, you could find the roller blocks that still had the fuel pump provisions that were the one-piece rear main seals. Prior '93, yeah, '93 to '97, it was kind of 93 to 96. It was kind of a hit and miss. Sometimes you got a block that had the provisions, sometimes you didn't. Some of them did have them cast, but they weren't drilled. So yeah, you can find a block that has the fuel pump provision that was a roller cam. And those usually were 83 to 93. 87 they started 87 is when they started blocking those off. But yeah, up to about 93 you could still find a roller motor with a fuel pump provision yet. So yeah, most of them were Prestige. I've got quite a few here that were just normal Camlin lifters. Had everything cast and machined for the roller lifters, but they just yeah. I think that was here. Let me see again. Let me read through it here. I'll see if I can figure out where it was. Hmm. Well, they didn't say. Don't know if that was here in Iowa or where. Let's see. Well, he was an Arlington Raceway champion, Redwood Speedway, North Star, Minnesota, Boone Super National. So, yeah, he must be around the Iowa area. So, you used to go to Dennis and win, Kevin. And what class were you in? Back in the 90s. Well, okay, that's about when I was. That's back when I was probably. No, I still was racing up to about 96, 97. Did you know a guy down there, old Rick Newland? Miss that guy. I didn't know for years that he had 2 prosthetic legs. Hey, Anthony. Yeah, I didn't know he had prosthetic legs until he dropped a motor block on it one night. I'm like, oh, dude, you okay? He's like, what? I said, you dropped the block on your foot. He said, I did. Oh. I said, you didn't feel that? He looked at me. He goes, you don't know? I said, no, what? He said, I got 2 artificial legs from the knees down. I'm like, really? I never knew it. So, yeah. Yep, he kept on racing. So how you doing there, Anthony? So how's everything going up north there, James? Did you ever get your 400 running? Well, jeepers. Yeah, you're going back there. Wet. Playland Speedway. Where was that? Well, I was at Audubon when they used to be there. Denison, Alta, Algona, Rockwell City, Park Jefferson, Jackson, Minnesota. My cousin went to Britt. I never went to Britt. Oh, in Webster City. So yeah, those were the tracks we used to go hit. God, that's been a few days ago. Then I used to drag race up at Humboldt. Okay. Yeah, well, we have. Well, I've been hearing that with the total rain we got was like 2 inches or so around here. Definitely needed it. Definitely needed it. I mean, where I've been working out in the yard was just powder. There was nothing left. And like I said, just sitting here since we've started the live show, I can see the grass is actually growing. It's turning. It's not brown anymore. So yeah. Nope, I never got down the Council Bluffs. Nope, I never got down there. kind of ready for the corn to be going around me, so I can get an open. Don't have that boxed in feeling here. Well, you're going to have a shady law. You're going to have probably a public notice saying that we came by and mowed your yard, Mike. Looking back, the 70s wasn't so bad after all, even though that was a lot of the farm crisis and that, but yeah, the 70s, if I could go back. And I got something else I'm going to try since it rained. I got that 305 out there that's got the 3 out of 4 cylinders on one side full of rust. I'm going to go out tomorrow and use a pry bar and see if I can get her to roll over try the old rain trick again. Yeah, the cars and the gals back in the 70s, even the early 80s. Then it just kind of went plain Jane blah. Now I got to get the torch out and get that one truck cut in two now, too. So, and actually, once I get going on that truck, I'm going to see if I can get the windshield out of it and save it. Yes, it did. It was a little cold. I actually, thank you for reminding me about that. I don't think I need that on anymore. Let it get back to being chilly in here at night. Makes it for a better day in here. I like it cold. Well, the one of the cams is in the old hunting truck motor. And then I got another twin to the hunting truck motor with the same exact pistons. The only difference one is the hunting truck motor is 4-bolt, and the other twin to it is a 2-bolt. And I can actually put the same heads on it and make twin motors that are exactly the same. So I might put those two cams and those two same motors and have those. Then the other two, I'm still up in the air. Well, I got that 60 over and a 30 over out there, so they might end up in there. I did find a new place to store that stuff. I don't know how long you were here, but I did some cleaning and relocating in the shop, and I got a cabinet now that I got a bunch of parts in that I didn't have parts in before, so I got a bunch of stuff put away today. So, yeah, the one that I want to make twin, well, first I got to see if the pistons at the block that they are in is still straight enough. And that, if they're good, if the block's good, then it's going to be a 2-bolt. If it's not, then I'm going to bore a 4-bolt over and make exact twin and use both the two cams that were exactly the same in both those motors. So, yep. Yeah, back in the 70s, well, even when I was racing in the 87, I started in 88. And I was out of it in 98. So 10 or so years. When we first started, you got by with you got by with a bucket seat and a harness and a helmet. You didn't need no fire suit. And when they started tightening the restrictions and started making us use, you kind of grumbled and groaned, but you know what? That probably saved a lot of people. Let's see. Yeah, it's starting to cool off out here. Hey, there's those guys again. Like I said earlier, got to figure out what's going on with a couple of guides that either A, they weren't put, if it's moved, it's going to have to be replaced or something. But shit. Uh-oh. I have a stud to replace. I can't get the thread straightened. But anyway. Yeah, I got the put the blue metal cabinet that used to be back over here up there since water was running out of it. But yeah, I stuffed that full of parts already. You got her stuff full. I'm out of cam 2 for this thing, so I gotta go get some more. But I know I've been talking about putting it in that 2004, 2005 truck, but something else is in the works right now, so we'll see. That's all we can do. And then, see, I know I got some videos on the camera that I didn't get put up this week because I was just not. I was more worried about getting my hands on insulin. Okay. No, get out of my way. But yeah, there it is. The parts car. Well, parts car is kind of a little hard to move. And for you guys that have been saying I should have fixed this car, there is nothing left. And if you can see underneath the rocker there, the jack was going up through the rocker panel. There's just nothing left of this car. Basically, all I'm after is chrome, door locks, interior, subframe. It's got a 305 in it and a working 350 turbo. So, yeah, there's just nothing. That car's gone. So, but yeah, this one here, it's a matter of getting the motor mounts down. Oh, and Matt, I forgot to tell you, you were right. I got an issue with the headers. I got to pull the headers back out, take a hole saw, and where your temp sending unit goes, I need to half moon that so it clears the temp sending area or the head plug. I fought for a few minutes trying to bolt the header up, and then I finally realized Matt was correct. He said it was going to hit, and you were right, Matt. It hit. So I get the drive shaft in it and get it to where I can roll it. I'm going to put it on the trailer and see if my cousin, I can get into the hoist over there, put her on the hoist, and then finish it up. And then it goes in for an alignment. So, whew, I smell a little vapor rust, hot tank, and paint fumes. What a thing. I'm getting thirsty. But, so yeah, the Camaro is really, really close. That way Mama Bear can drive it and have some fun with it. And then we got to find somewhere to put it for the winter. So where were you damming it? Oh, being out of fuel or what, Mike? Yeah. Now, this last couple of weeks has kind of been a struggle. Well, it's not over, but it's still, everybody's got a struggle. Everybody's fighting something. I keep waking up, so I guess it's a shot for another better day. That's all you can do. Yes. I thought about that, and I'm not 100% sure that having your temp sender up in the intake is a good place. As I have found, and I've had and we had a little discrepancy with a motor, and finally got him to put the temp sender back in the head, and that made a big difference knowing the actual tip in the head versus what's up with the thermostat. That was two different things. Kind of let us know what was going on because he kept turning the heads purple and almost burning the head gaskets. But Yeah, as easy as it's going to be to just take a notch app, I'll do that, and then I ain't got to worry. But, huh, what are you doing in here? Huh. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you too? Huh. That's funny, Mike. Um, because Insane said the same thing. He got notice that his internet was being throttled back. So he said, "Well, I'll get home and I'll try and get back." Oh God, I gotta really think ahead before I say stuff like that with you around. Oh man. Anybody to happen to notice what time it was when we put that 327 in the Apple Russ? I forgot to look. I want to kind of take a check on it here in a little bit. See what the difference is, if it's already making a difference or not. Mike, what are we going to do with you? Good question, Mike. I kind of talked about something. We talked about some stuff, and then I got that email from. Basically, they were telling me I was going to lose my partnership with YouTube. I was like, that's interesting. Then I go in and look at all my AdSense stuff, and that's still within their requirements. So I got a feeling talking about that uh, other stuff might have kind of triggered a red flag. So maybe that was kind of a warning to me. It's not like anything ever gets censored, you know. Yeah, I know. Mama ain't here to pick on me. Even told her we're doing a live show tonight, and she's all right. So hopefully next Sunday night I can get her out here, because next Monday is our B day. So hopefully next Sunday night I can get her talked in. Otherwise, I'll do the live show at home and we'll get her, and you guys can all wish her a happy birthday. Yeah. So yeah, I guess it's. I realize now we're in the September, then October. I mean, we got. I got to start getting stuff picked up around, moved, put where I want it, and I'm kind of waiting for them to get the cornfield out though, because some of the stuff I want to store, I want to put it out by the cornfield, but I really don't want them covering everything in the corn husk and corn cobs when they combine. So no, never, Mike, never. So Dooley's been doing good. It's probably feeling a little lonely. I haven't been driving it for a few days, but I tend not to drive that truck when it's muddy, crappy, and that, because the guy that fixed the brake line on it for me, he's like, that's the cleanest truck I've ever seen for that age. I said, I know. So the Camaro and the Dually probably get put away for the winter. But yep. Next year, I got a bunch of body work I want to do on some vehicles. The Dually's going to be one of them. I'm thinking about going to a two-tone. I'm thinking about going a blue over white stripe, or go white with a blue stripe. I don't know. I guess if I went with the white over the blue, I wouldn't have to edge under the hood, and everything would still look right. So I don't know. I got some paint peeling on the doors and that, so that's, I'm gonna get her fixed up. Still considering the idea of turning it back into a 8-foot bed and put the, but I got to find the fender flares to go on it. It's been an hour. Okay, let's go check it. We'll go check it. Oh yeah, that's right. The cherry picker went all the way down. Oh yeah, Matt, you asked about the camshafts. Yeah, that 20 over I can put together with one of those. I wish I would have. I'm not even going to say anything about what I'm doing now because I could turn it bad. There you go. Have fun with that, Mike. Oh, he'd probably be throttled down now. I didn't get to hear that. Nah. All right. Oh, yeah. Wow. Made a difference on the main caps already. I'll show you that. Wow. I'll show you that here in just a second. I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know why I put a glove on. I ended up having to stick my hand down in there, so. Okay. This tells you that thing was laying around and rusting for a while. Look at that pits, but it is. Look where the bearings were. That is just. Look at that. That's crazy that's that clean already. Wow. Okay. I got you guys pointing in the wrong direction. Well, hi, Rodney. Okay. All right, let's see what it looks like. Ouch. Now this is the worst rusted thing I've put in this so far. And I'll be dang, it is starting to take it off. But at the same time, it might need a line home. It might need, I don't know. It's cleaning it, but I'm seeing some damage yet. This one down here is starting to shine up, but this one up here has got some pitting, so it might have to be a line home. But yeah, it's cleaned the cam bearings already. So yeah, I do believe this one's going to have to soak overnight. So so yeah, it's, I don't know. It might have to be a line bore, which I guess wouldn't be all that bad either. When we get the lifter bores clean and all the oil passages clean, line bore it and deck it, that means you got all nice clean metal. So we might have to let this one sit for. And now this is old tobacco rust too, so that might be making a difference. Lock it this time. So yeah, the main caps. That's a pretty good already. That's cool. Nope. I might be interested in saving this block, but it's dated 1962. So oh God. You brought up somebody that I haven't, yeah, old Mr. Bibbs. That's been a few years ago. Wow. Even took the rust off my hand. Go ahead. Oh, Mike. You've been you've been rehearsing since last Sunday here. Oh, gosh. Oh, you guys. So yeah. Yeah, I kind of forgot I had that basket down in there. So yeah, like I said, it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't. It's a friendly chemical. Well, it's not. I don't even know what's all in it. I don't even think it's really a chemical of it. Because when you dispose of it, They say you either dump it on your garden or your grass and it'll fertilize. So get a couple of marine. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You had troubles. Sonic cleaner. Yeah, I got a Sonic cleaner, and I wanted to. And I you go to the YouTube channel for Evaporust, they show it being used in a Sonic cleaner, and it really cleans up. So yeah. Oh, my wife taught you guys well. So yeah. Oh God, you guys. Yeah, well, right now my one buddy wants to compare his motor. His is the small bore, big stroke. Mine's the big bore, short stroke. So yeah, there you guys go. Played into that. Uh, Finally figured out. Even though I call it the 377, it is actually a 385. Well, his is 40 over, which is also a 385. So we got both versions, and they're pretty close in cams. He's got a little different duration and a little bit lift. I got a different. So it would be really close. And he was saying, well, my car's got 373s and yours got 373s. I'm like, yeah, that could be interesting. So, but I've got a build that's coming up, hopefully, and it's going to be quite interesting. It's only been something I've been trying to do since 1987. Dang, I actually cleaned my hands. Hmm. Forget the soap. Stick your hands in your Evaporust. You'll be clean. Yeah, that right there. That block there is 20 over. But I think when I measured it and the pistons I took out, uh, it was the, the pistons that were taken out were smaller, and the pistons I've got are bigger. Which I think if we just hit that with a power hone straight, those pistons I've got laying here, I've got two sets of 20 overs. Uh, Put another 20 over together. I either need to start going demo racing or something because if nobody starts buying these motors, we're gonna have to wear these things out somehow. Oh, pine sap. I took that off. We used something, but I don't remember what it was right now. Imagine that, me not remembering something. Yeah. No, and those the heads I've been setting up on top of that are a pair of old 487Xs. Look like they were made in 1972, according to the date thing on there. Oh yeah, kerosene. Yeah, Gooby gone or whatever. Yeah, that stuff might work. Now, if you rub it on your hand and your hand disappears, I don't know if you'd want to use it on the truck. Uh, I hear you knocking, but you can't come on. I look at how much stuff I've put in this building in the last few years. It's like, holy moly, way too much stuff some days. Now, hopefully, I'm going to have this cleared out and that, and we're going to have a winter project in here that I won't work on one way or another. So, oh, it's going to be like drinking turpentine and peeing on a brush fire. Ooh, that- it's amazing some of the people made it back in the days using turpentine and whatever else they concocted. I guess that's where they, the cure might the cure might be worse than the ailment. Yeah, I can see why with some of the stuff that they created. Kind of disappointed that little put 377 in the snowball. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Oh, I put new shocks on the front of that, and then shortly after, when I got it back, it kind of drove like a waterbed. But I'm like, yeah, well, it's been so out of whack. I thought, well, got used to it. Goo gone yet, and then I noticed that after I got back from Wichita last time, big wet spot on the fender well, and the bottom of the shock was wet. Well, I asked him. I said, "Hey, since when I stopped in there yesterday, my brown truck, I get it back. I couldn't figure out why I was eating so much gas, and we were up close to a building. I could hear it going tick 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 tick. Oh shit! A spark plug wire come off. No, get out. Look, spark plug's going tick 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 in the hole. Evidently, it backed off. So I stopped over, tightened up, borrowed a socket, tightened up the spark plug. It ran good. It ran a lot better. And then I asked him about that shock. He says, "Yeah." He says, "Yeah, I took it out and you pushed on it, nothing." And he pulled on it to see how it come out. He pulled on it, and he had one chunk in this hand and one chunk in that hand, and that was a brand new shock. I'm like, well, interesting. I said, yeah, because now Snowball drives nice and straight, no swiggy sway. So yeah, I guess the last trip down to Wichita was kind of interesting because I had those shocks on for that trip, and might have been, until my hub broke into on the trailer. It might have been why that thing kind of felt a little driving. Is Mister Bibbs a better mechanic or carpenter? Well, it depends on what kind of mood he's in. God dang, that's uh, probably made in China. Yeah, it's I smart offices. Well, see, damn robots can't do any better than the humans. He laughed. So, and that's where a lot of guys get in trouble. They say, "Oh, it's a brand new part." It don't mean nothing anymore nowadays. You can have a brand new part be bad before it got put in the box. So, but yeah, haven't heard anything from Carl for a while. So, Carl, if you watch this later, let me know. Been kind of quiet again. Oh, I missed a call from my oldest. That's what my buddy wants to find out. I mean, his motor is pretty stout. I also think my 377 is pretty stout. But if you're spinning tires when you're launching and the other guy's grabbing and not spinning, he's the one that's going to get you. Yeah, it's fine and dandy to smoke your tires from here to who laid the rail, but you're spinning, you're not moving. I find more impressed when they bite down and don't spin and they're gone than sitting there doing a smoky burnout through the whole quarter mile, eighth mile, whatever you're running. Hmm. Oh, who would have want to rebuild a EGR valve in the first place? Yeah, if you're spinning, you're not moving. Oh, you guys are bad. You guys are bad, but hey, at least we're having fun. I'm kind of disappointed on that 327, well, but like I said, it's still a standard bore. You bore it, all that's gone. You deck it, that's gone. And if the lifter bores clean up and all that, that'll be okay. I guess if it needs a minor line bore, and once it's clean, then I'll know more. See if I can find any more identifying marks on there to see if it would be something worth putting together with a set of double humps and just have it as a nice little restored 327, or because what my goal is, I've got two 327 cranks that are large journal, but they're too far gone to stay a large journal. My thinking is take and have those cranks turned down to a small journal and then put that in that block. Well, one of the cranks turned down for a small journal and put it in there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. They were electric. Okay. Yeah, because I got a 327, a couple of 327 steels I hate to throw away because they're still too good for that. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with the 60 over yet. Like I said, it was clearance for a 383 at one time. I don't know. He's home. He was in here earlier, but I guess he hasn't made it back yet. And so, yeah, he's doing okay. They didn't keep him. Once he come to again and stabilized, out the door he went. I didn't ask you to search for anything, you stupid phone. Oh yeah, yep. Like I said, I got that 305 outside that's got three cylinders rusted pretty bad. On see if it turns over with the rainwater. If it don't, then I'm gonna maybe try some tranny fluid and acetone and see what happens. Really? Okay. Earlier, the way that head's sitting right there, that corner was hanging over. Yeah, I found that with my kneecap earlier. Yeah, that about made me that about put me right out of commission. That's smarter. Hey, Paul, how you doing? We're still going. I got a old small journal 327 soaking in the evaporust. Kind of a little disappointed. There's a little more rust on the mains than what I thought. So well, we'll have to see how bad it is or see how well it cleans up. Yeah, and you probably had a right to be concerned the way he was acting tonight. But like you said, can't say anything. I'm just doing got some motors there that I'm finishing up, and old 377 tied over there in the corner. So yeah, we just yep. And it's the date code on it's like a 1962 327. So it's one of the early 327s. And hopefully, after I get it all cleaned, I'll be able to see if there's any more numbers on it to identify what it came out of or what it was. But at one time, I think it was a warranty replacement motor. No, Mr. Bibbs was a character I was doing a while back. He was kind of being a goofball. I haven't done that for a long time. So yeah, might have to find him again. Uh, I do believe the back when I back when he was making appearances, uh, things were kind of going rough. But still here, still going. So who knows? He might show up one of these days again. Part of me is wishing I had a concrete slab outside. 'Cause even after I get these couple motors out of here, I've still got one, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, oh, eight, nine. Nine of them sitting around here to put together. Uh, and that one crank I was thinking about throwing out, I know I've been wanting to do the grenade motor, but I think I'd find a better crank than that one. At least give it a cell service. Well, Mike, you're having a hell of a time with your cell phone. At least give it a better fighting chance to not blow up so fast. I got a set of heads I threw out in the scrap iron, but they're cracked. I know they won't last long, so I got plenty of other heads in here we could do something with. So, oh yeah, that's what I started to say earlier. Thinking about building another run stand so I can at least leave one of my personal motors on my own. So I want to fire it up. I can, and then have the other one for breaking in customers' motors or having motors on for sale so people can hear them run when they come to look. So, but otherwise, then I got thinking of these 487 heads I got here might belong to that block that's sitting over there. I got to see if the date code day coat match. You say, hey, Caffeine, how's it going? We're doing. We got one soaking. Just a little bit of everything going on and just kind of kicking back. Winding down. Did a little cleaning. I mean, I can actually get in. I can get back in that corner. I can use the cherry picker. So, yeah. Got some stuff getting ready to go. Oh, that'll be nice. Trying to make some room in here. Trying to get it to where I possibly could put a vehicle in here. Yeah, I do believe there's some numbers on there, but I couldn't see all of it. So hopefully, with after this, it'll be where I can see them and do that. I got also that 60 over 327. Kind of getting to where I'm going to need a few more parts, rings, bearings, and some gaskets again. But, yeah, 406. That's gonna kind of anxious to hear that go, but I'll break it in here, but it might already be going to a home. So, there's nothing wrong with that. So I also got that 40 over, which is to be a 409. So, small block, not a big block. Yeah, I don't have any big block stuff right now. I take that back. I got a set of late model valve covers for a big block. Oh yeah, 487Xs. That's those right there. The 487X has, well, a bigger intake runner, and I haven't measured these to see which ones they are yet. Sometime the 487X is when they were put on the Corvettes, got the 202.16 valves in them. And I got to measure these because when I got them, they were just bare heads. But yeah, these are the 487Xs. They flowed pretty good, and a lot of race car guys want these heads. And the sister casting to these are 993s, which I forgot. I've got two sets outside I got to get in or get up and get them cleaned and checked over. So I got thinking one of those sets of heads had big cam to it, so they might have some bigger valve springs that I might have to get off to go with that big cam. So yeah, I don't think these were Corvette heads because usually when they put them in the Corvette, they put screw-in studs. These are still press, but they're going to get changed to screw-in studs because if I put them on the motor I'm planning on, the cam's going to be over 550 lift. So yeah, going to need some screw-in studs in there so you don't pull them. And that's what happened to that biggest Iskandarian cam. They stuck it in a motor with the 993s with press-in studs, and then they wondered why the rock arm studs kept pulling out. And yeah, that's why anything over 480 to 500, you're pushing it. I'm not yelling, am I? Oh, it is Joe. Okay, hey, how you doing, bud? Well, next weekend's also, yeah. I'll have to see what's going on. Oh, he's just old, man. No. Hey, I do that too. I hit the button, not cap letter. Mike, you know who that is. He just changed the name of his channel this week. Yeah. The old man in the shop, built not bought, is actually TNT Racing. Or used to be anyway, so. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to do that. Let's see. Let's see. There you go. Oh man, you should have noticed color change there. Yeah, hopefully I have our Camaro done too. But yeah, Joe, there's a motor. There's a motor. Those ain't my motors, those two. But everything else around here is still mine yet. So, yep, uh, there's a little bit of everything. What are you saying no to, Kevin? Yeah, there's plenty. I mean, what I'm working on too is I got another twin to the old hunting truck motor. Same pistons, everything. I even can put up there's a set of heads right there and match those. I mean, I can make an exact duplicate of that, cam lifters, everything. Have two of those motors sitting around. I mean, if he really wants to get crazy, there's even a 5.3 motor back there. But I think I'm going to have to finish that up and put it in my O2. Oh, my that don't include everything that's stacked up there. That don't include the one that's hiding under there. Where? Oh, that don't include the ones hiding under the furnace. Yeah, there's just a few around here. No, 480. I think there might have been a no 487X. I I don't know. Yeah, hey old man, you turned blue. Uh, oh, Mike, you better behave. He can give you a hammer now. He could. Oh, yep, one of us now. Yep. So yeah. Oh yeah, and there's more blocks. Yeah, I've got blocks all over in here, Joe. So yeah, you're if your kid wants something to build himself, we can piece something together. They even got a fresh 60 over bore right here sitting there. I did find some rods with good bolts in it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha, Kevin. And that's oh, that's it. That's why I kept them. Oh, okay. This, see, somebody tried what they did, what they called beam polishing. So yeah, I was thinking about putting these in that 60 over, and after seeing that, because they had mismatched rods, because this one hasn't been touched, this one has, so and they were not balanced. Oof. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I might just chuck these. Somebody ground too far on that bolt. The head was starting to pull off that one. So yeah. Sad thing is they were ARP bolts. A 327 lawnmower. That would be interesting. Yep, somebody. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. That one was about ready to pull off. You could start seeing the round part of the bolt through the head. That was in very incorrectly ground. So, well, I thought I had a set of rods for that 60 over. Another one that's improperly ground. So, and they've ruined half the bolts with it, the way they ground them. So, can't even transfer the rod bolts to another rod. So, how about the only thing I'm going to do is keep the nuts around just in case. Aluminum heads. Okay, Joe. Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a look at them, see what they are. Let me know. You got my info. Ah, bites. That really bites. So, like I said, scrap now. I don't even know if I want to keep the nuts. Just oh, I just took up a tear of another message spot. Jeez. There I go, thinking I had found something good again. Oh, Sean, you're killing me. Hey, Joe, you're welcome to come up, or next time I'll hit you up on Facebook when I'm down that way. Anywhere, either at or get, I can't remember. You know what? I should have had your number at one time. I think. You know what? You might be on my old phone. I'll hit you up on Facebook and see. Oh, actually, I think we've always talked on Facebook, haven't we? I don't think we've ever exchanged phone numbers. So, how'd the Camaro do for you this year? Yeah, they're just getting away. They're just getting away. Okay, well, that kind of changes. I was thinking about working on that 60 over next. Well, yeah, Sean, I might check. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see how things go. I don't know. Right now, my number one concern is to. Okay, that's exactly what I'm looking for, Sean. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. Well, let me see how things go. I mean, if the 406 goes away, uh, that'll be easy. That'll be easy to do. So let's see how this week goes. You never know. Hmm. Yeah, I've got some crazy ideas. Well, and then I don't forget, I kept that 74.5 Monte Carlo frame. I need to get my hands on some tubing and start fabricating and building. All right, Sean, let me see what I can get done. So, yeah, I got two motor. Well, actually, I could use two sets of those, but uh, yeah. So yeah, I've been trying to get the videos going again. Like I said, I know I got some on the camera, and I just I kind of changed gears and was more concerned about having the insulin on hand. Okay, Joe, and I don't like being without the insulin anymore. Well, if I get to do what I want to do, Joe, it's going to be a busy one here too. There's going to be something coming out of the woodwork again. I sure will, Sean. I sure will. I'm trying to figure out how to. Oh, yeah, that I used to be able to go a couple weeks without that insulin. 3 days, I'm starting to have issues. It's not good. Don't like that. I don't like that. I just got thinking. I put the 406 together. I wish I could find a good used set of. Well, I guess depending on what Joe's heads are, they might end up on my. Well, I'm calling it a 409, but it's not a big block. But depending on how good those heads are worked over, they might go on that 409. Either that, or I need to find a good set of used tires. Yeah, that skunk was back a couple of days later at 9 o'clock in the morning trying to eat with the cats. That would be cool, Joe. Yep, that would be cool. And like I showed the parts Camaro I got up here, yeah, there's just nothing left under the. Granted, I know it could all be replaced, but last time I had a Camaro and I figured up what it was going to be to replace all that sheet metal just to get the materials, it was going to be about 3 grand. That's without any labor, anything. So, but yeah, that skunk was back a couple days later. The neighbor's been trying to get it, and they don't like the fact. Well, I don't either. The fact that it's out running around in the daylight and kind of brave like that. So, yeah, that's all we need is rabies to come around again. Haven't seen the deer since last Sunday night either. Now we get the Camaro going, and I get mine going. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Uh, but yep. Yeah. The other thing I haven't heard for a while is the coyotes, which is okay. I don't want to hear them anytime soon again. Yeah, I guess you'll have to. Yes. Oh God, Mark. Oh, creepers, creepers. Ah. Oh, that'd be nice to be able to get back to my sandblasting cabinet again. Oh, jeez, Paul, not you too. Oh, ugh. Oh, and how was that you said last night? Oh man, I was going to try it out on 377, but I'm out of gas. Something about hard start, back your idle mixture screws out a little bit more. Oh, if you got to keep throttling your gas to keep it going when it's cold, you're supposed to back your idle mixture screws out a couple more turns, and it should eliminate that. I might be pretty close because I don't have to do that a lot with mine. But I was like possum stew. Oh, yeah. Old Granny and her possum stew. Oh, shit. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, did find out something too when I was putting Buddy's old race motor together, the blue one. It has a set of Milodon rod bolts in it. I searched the internet high and low, could not find the torque spec for them. Uh, oh, nice, Joe. Care if I share it with everybody? What is that? A 77, 78? Anyway, it has uh, Milodon rod bolts in it. And I could not find the torque spec, so I found the phone number, 76. Found the phone number, and I called them, and the guy's like, oh, we haven't made those in 20 years, but we got an old catalog here. Uh, no, I never did find the raccoon, and haven't seen him. So, there you go. There's Joe's car, 76 Camaro. Yep, we definitely need to line them up side by side. It did help your 327? Good. Oh, at first I was like, what? Okay, I see your. At first it looked like your back passenger wheel was bent in, but I see on the photograph now it's curved. I was like, boy, you're really launching that hard if you're twisting your rear end that far. All right. That sounds like fun. Well, actually, it'll be Mama Bear. She'll fit in the Camaro better than me. Mine might be a 2004 5 GMC, or it's going to be a Monte Carlo. Yep. Really, fan? You moved again? It's been sitting over on this side of the shop for 6 days. Hasn't moved. I move it over here, and it's walking away. Come back here. That's a nice Camaro, Joe. I got a little bit of a scoop on it. I zoomed in on it now. Yep, the old rubber splatter on the back bumper. Yes, it would, Joe. And that's what my ultimate goal is. I want to get. Oh, really? Yours was a 74, same color. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's where I want to get. I want to get some of my own motors into my own vehicles. And yeah, we're going to go raise some hell. Oh, really? I still won't forget the one time up at Humboldt. Had the Monte Carlo going, and that's when I found out I had the wrong timing tab or wrong harmonic balancer with the timing tab. But we're up there, and the guy had a snowmobile on steroids. Hell, with steroids, he had that thing doped up. I'm like, oh, we got this. Uh, oh, really? Well, we'll have to do some talking. We're going to have to get together, Joe. And I'm like, oh, we got this thing. We took off, and yeah, it's sitting there. And we're about to the finish line. I'm watching the car, and 60 feet before the finish line, that thing went past us at 110 mile per hour. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And it basically was a snowmobile on steroids. It was somebody's little go kart that looked more like a snowmobile, and that thing smoked my car. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But the guys at the track up there at Humboldt come over and said, what did you do? The car sounded totally different. I said, yeah, I know. I said, I was running that thing so retarded because I was using the timing tab on the side. But come to find out, the harmonic balancer I had put on was one for the timing tab straight up. I just eyeballed it, sent it out, and yeah, the track promoter goes, wow. I thought you changed motors while we were here in the pit. I said, no, it's the same motor we had in it when we showed up. God, I want to go back to those days. Actually, I want to go check out the Ottawa track. Have you been over there yet, Joe? Oh, oh. I just got thinking. Guys sometimes are a little slow to think about what the wives are saying. I think I just figured out something that my wife said. Hmm. Thunder Valley up in South Dakota. I guess they got a few more races to go. Yeah, my little red Camaro out there's got a set of 323s in it. We found out a hard way when we tried putting the 373s in there and found out they don't fit that one. Wow, that's moving right along. Fast as I got the Monty with a one wheel wonder. Now, if it would have been positive, it would have been a lot better. It was 96 mile per hour in a block and a half. So I'm like, man, that's moving. Back in the fun days. So you still at the dealership then, Joe? So caffeine, how's everything been going up there? 21 people and 11 likes. Come on, smash that like button. Yeah, we're just. Yeah, I was thinking about trying to find somebody to ride with me, go to Wichita this next trip, and I haven't had no luck yet. It's not a bad little trip. It's not a bad drive, but it's kind of getting to be a long one by myself. Ah, yeah. 580 at a wow. That's moving right along. Well, you just need to get that private jet you got hidden in the forest and fire that thing up and fly over here a couple of times, Mike. Put her on autopilot and let her fly herself here. Uh, huh. You got me thinking, Joe. You got me thinking. You got me thinking. Ah, well, heck, you just show up here, then we'll go on to Wichita. To Wichita, I can make it in about 6.5 hours going one way. If I go the other way, it's a little over a 7 hour drive. It's closer to almost 7.5 hours. I ain't figured that out. But, oh, cool, cool, cool. All right, caffeine. Your truck only got 10 miles a gallon, Mike. You need Snowball pulling a 1,700 pound trailer with that 2005 Chevy on it. I got him home. I got 13 to 14 miles a gallon with Snowball. You need to find yourself a Snowball. There you go. Oh, cool. Almost like to get back up that way again there, caffeine. That restaurant was a good eating place that you pointed out that time. I want to make sure if I get up that way, it's going to be warm, not as cold as it was that day. Oh man, that was cold. Oh, jeepers, that was cold. Yeah. My Dually even gets better gas mileage in your truck, Mike. Here you go. Come on over, buy the Dually, buy the Snowball, and you can go home cheaper than you came by out. Well, you should see between here and Wichita the hills and the draws and the crap I go up and down. I actually got to where I took the cruise control off. Yeah, you're pulling a pretty dead brick there. Excuse me. 620. Oh, that's. Oh, wow. Oh, that was a heck of a ride. That's moving. That's going. Yeah, Joe, you and I need to get caught up because I want to talk to you about a couple of things. Got me thinking. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Well, maybe not the aerodynamics of a brick, but it weighs like a rock. Yeah, I wish I had. I wish we could have large gatherings. I'd have a cookout and everybody bring a. Uh, we'd have a roofing party. So yeah, that's the next thing after these two motors done. I gotta get that roof on. Model 355 that we put in my buddy's 85 Cutlass Supreme. I turned that thing 10,200 RPM. That'd be cool, Sean. That would be cool. Well, hopefully next summer will be a normal summer, so we can get everything lined up to have our get together out here. Since yeah, George, the old shingles has got to come off. Basically, all that's left of most of those shingles up there is just the tar paper they're made out of. So yeah, the old shingles got to come off, and then new tar paper down, tin edging, and then start shingling. So, and this corner over here behind me, right up there where that yellow is, I know that sheet shot, so I'm going to have to watch it in that corner to make sure the roof sheeting hasn't rotted out, and so I don't end up going. I would not feel good landing on top of an air compressor. So hopefully, sad thing is, I got all the materials, I've got all the tools. Uh, my luck, somebody to come along and go, yeah, that'd be my luck, Mike. Yeah, have a roofing party. That would be. I know everybody that I've helped in the past doing vinyl siding and roofing, they always stuck me on the ground. And the guy that I used to work with, rest in peace now, he could tell me a measurement, and him and I always clicked. I mean, especially cutting that vinyl siding, I finally got it to where when you cut one piece, you already automatically know the next length of the next one. And he's like, "How are you doing that?" I said, "It's easy." Uh, yeah, the normal we used to know is long gone. So if they get it to where we can actually visit and see everybody again, yeah, that's going to be the thing. And yesterday, when I went to go on the, as some people call it, tram law, it's spelled backwards. If you guys could figure that out, tram law. They asked if I had a mask. I said, no, I got a medical. All right, and I went. That is so nice to be able to walk into that particular tram law and buy my insulin normal without getting a panic attack or getting stressed out. So, so I've noticed after being in there and trying to get at the other one, I get out there, check my numbers, and my numbers goes up through us. I wish caffeine. That's a another story for another day. Yeah. Yeah. Until we're living here, yeah, that's yeah. Heck, maybe if I had a roofing party and that I could throw that grenade motor together, and while people are here, we could place bets, see who's going to win. I did find one thing I didn't realize I had so many of. I have found, winner, chicken dinner, Mike. I have found a lot of old non EGR 4 barrel cast iron intakes I had that I didn't realize I had. That's like number 4 or 5 that I've found now. So I want to get the tins knocked off them and have them cleaned and crack checked. And if they're good, I got some. Just. Oh no, I even got my north wall of the shop. I got enough OSB to replace the entire north wall that I'm going to put a house wrap on and hopefully either get it sided or tin so the water quits coming through the wall. Now you're going to squeak at me? Really? I'll fix that. There, shut up. No, I've got all the sheeting, staplers, roofing nailers. I mean, all I need is guys half my size or more mobile than I need to do it. That's another thing that's changed in the world. You know, if this roof would have, well, when I built this place in '99, I still had help. People showed up. So, yeah, I got this roof sealed again. You're right. It'll be fine after November. Then this whole corner over here is going to get redesigned. Uh, that's going to gain a lot of shop space in here for some stuff. So, but right now I can't put anything important over there because it'll get destroyed or very wet. Yeah, I hope after November everything's relaxed. Times like this, I wish I had about 5 guys and a couple of shipping containers and empty this building. Will there be apple crisp? I could arrange that. I could arrange that, Matt. Yeah, I could get Mama Bear to make some meatloaf or apple crisp, even her banana bars. Oh, jeepers. God, that's something she hasn't made in a while. I have to pick up some bananas and say, hey, Mama. Or being that it's getting cooler, have her make her vegetable beef soup. Oh, my God, guys. She just made a batch the other night. Ah, I needed to stop eating it, but oh, yeah. And Mama, I said, how'd you make it taste so good? She says, there ain't no recipe for it. She said, I just did this, that, boom, 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 and that. Oh yeah, Oh, even she could do a hot fed. What did we used to call those? It's a cake with a chocolate and God, what was that? Oh, that's another. Oh, that's definitely not on the diet. Not on the diet. No, her banana bars is basically like a cake, and then she makes a homemade white frosting over the top of that. Holy more! And when she makes her banana bread, oh, that's just to die for too. Oh, jeepers! Now you guys know why I'm like I am. And no, actually, the reason most of what I'm fighting with my weight is the fact that a lot of my weight gain was medically. It was the medication that did it, and it took me to figure out that was the problem, not this, like they kept saying. But yeah, God. Oh, oh yeah. Now it's going to get taller papered or something over it. Yeah. Well, I got some house wrap in town too, so. Oh, and then that's the other thing. Dang it. Oh yeah, I got the ice and water dam and all that stuff. I mean, I got everything. It's just I got to get it put on. And there might be a new addition. You know, the old heat box back there on the wall, right there. You know that thing's tried burning me down a couple of times. I might be actually updating, and we'll have AC in this building. Yes. I'm working on getting one of those wall-mounted heater slash AC units for the shop. Yeah. Oh, God. So yeah, I might be finally updating and get it to where I will have AC in this shop next year. Farting snacks. No, actually. Oh, we're gonna. I got it. I'm getting dry. See if I can get through here without bringing my neck. So yeah, I know you guys are going to. That is the only thing I got right now. I come in here. Ouch! That hurt. Oh! I wish it had been sitting in here to see if our local skunk come back tonight. But it didn't. Yes, I do believe going to that system is going to be a lot better and a lot safer. So, looks like a dub Japanese. Oh, Mike. One of these days, your phone will grow up. There we go. Yeah. Squirrel told me one the other day, and I can't say that on there. She was going to die before she got it said, but one of those TikTok things. Cord for your phone. But no. So yeah. Get the roof on this. Get a concrete slab here. I do have rafters here. I don't remember what pitch they were. At this point, I don't care if I got 40 different pitches on my shop, just as long as I got storage space or workspace. And I think as heavy duty as those rafters are, I could actually go 4 foot on center and then do a 10 roof on that. But yeah. Sure, asking people to come help me and then I cough. Yeah, oh no, that goes over real good, don't it? I don't even see the cats tonight. Let's see. Got any messages? Oops. Missed another phone call. Uh-oh. She's doing good in school. Hey, BC, how you doing? Yeah, you guys have been really cooking down that way. Wow. Squirrel's doing good in school. She thought she was going to have a job interview, but the gal is stuck across the border and doesn't know when she'll get back. Well, the main shop is a 412 pitch. The rafters I got, I can't remember if they were 412 or if they were 512. I think they were a little different, but at this point, I don't care. I could tie it on. I'm up here in west central Iowa. We just got over 5 days of rain. Oh, Mike, you're having a hell of a time. At west central Iowa is where I'm at. If you heard of Sioux City, I'm about an hour, 10 minutes southeast of that. So, yeah, Squirrel's kind of enjoying school so far. She wishes she was yeah, well, there's some been, yeah, there's a lot of ditchweed around, or supposed to be ditchweed anyway. Well, you got to quit going out in the middle of Egypt there, Mike. Oh, I forgot about that one. I ain't got any more room in that cabinet. Nope, we've cooled off. It got a little warm today, but not too bad. Hey there. Yeah, I seen you tried calling. I just checked it. I had the phone shut. Jeepers, I can't talk. Oh, wow. Okay. Just you. Okay. Yeah, you just. Yep. Yeah, we've been sitting here talking. Got that one 327 might need a line bore, hopefully. I found this on the web. What did you find on the web? I didn't tell you to look for anything. Uh-oh. I'm about ready to wrap up here in a few more minutes. I'll give you a call, bud. Yeah, the trucking from back then to now, I don't really. I've got a brother-in-law that's still trying to truck, but he's backing off. It's amazing what things have changed. Yes, we need to go racing. You know, the 70s and 80s, back when we were living the 70s and 80s, everybody thought it was bad. But looking back, the 70s and 80s were pretty dang good after all. You're having trouble too? Huh. That's not good. See, I've been working on some more knives down there, BC. Oh, did anybody catch the little short video that South Main Auto put up the other night? He went to do a tire repair for a gal. She went over a set of railroad tracks. Heard the pop. They got at the South Main shop, and he went to fix it quick. Well, they found a hole bigger than his thumb through the tire with okay, 60,000. Okay. Anyway, he says, this is what I found inside the tire, and there's a bunch of trash in there. Didn't know what it was. And he flipped it over, and the one side said Winchester on it. Somehow, a Winchester knife was positioned just right on the railroad tracks. This lady ran it over. It went through her tire and into the aluminum rim and through the aluminum rim. Part of the blade was still stuck in the aluminum rim and made a hole all the way through. I'm like thinking, somebody planted that at the railroad track, because, yeah, that Winchester knife held up to the point where it punctured through the tire, the rim, and broke into, 4 pieces. You got that right, Sean. Oh. And I love the guy. He said, heavy loaded, see you coming, and they still proceed to pull out in front of you and pats. As somebody in my family says, I don't suffer from road rage. She enjoys every minute of it. I don't know who that would be. Oh, man. Oh, you know, when I got squirrels, yeah, well, yeah, squirrel's car, I was leaving the town where it was at, and I got my left turn signal on, come up to the intersection, car come up to the stop sign, looked at me, seen there was another car coming, looked at me, and as I start making the turn, boom, right across in front of me. I'm on the horn. I think I get down to the next stop sign. He doesn't even slow down. Right through the stop sign. I'm like, really? He probably didn't understand English. I'll leave it at that. Yeah. Yeah. I've been having trouble sleeping the last couple of nights again. Yeah, I mean, at least our little town here, they finally got that curtailed. It was getting to the point where the truckers wasn't even stopping for the 2 stop signs going across the major road. And then there was a couple of crashes. Well, now everybody's back to stopping again finally, but holy moly, there was a couple of times right on in front of me, and I'm on the brake, and they're looking at me like, woo. That's when you about wish you had a missile launcher. Clear the path. All right, Sean, and I will try letting you know this week what I can do. So we'll go from there. Ain't that the truth, George? You take her easy, Sean. Stay safe. So, yeah. This little thing here has been one of the better things I bought this year. Right, yeah. Or you get the ones that come right up on your butt because they're in such a hurry. Pull up, pass you, and then slow down. I will call you here in a few minutes. So, yeah, that irritates you. Then when you go to pass them, then it's a drag race down the highway. Here's something I haven't showed in a long time. In the background is, let's see, that's my old engine shop that I used to have. That used to be off to the west. Where all this stuff is right here is where my building is right now. That's my oldest right there. That pile of iron there, you couldn't see that building past that iron there. Sam, if you're still here, does that bring back some memories for you, buddy? Oh yeah, that's when we started cleaning up. That's why you can see the shop. Yeah, that pile of iron was clear back to here, and it looked like it was up that little window there. And now I know it's not going to show up with a thing, but way out there is the old machine shed that we used to work in. Yeah, you chased Joe there. Oh, man. You know, I didn't realize how many trees we took out cleaning stuff up, but yeah. That was in, and that can't be right because it's dated April of 99. I built it. Oh, yeah, that could have been right because I built this in the fall. So, yeah, that was when I was cleaning up. That's what I had to clean up to put the slab in here. And right there, what it would, so I could get away without having to worry about it. The old slab is under that part of the shop. I'd never do that again. So, yeah. What's these two? Oh, yeah. Yeah. There you guys go. That was me and Mama Bear when we met. God dang. And there's one of my 3/4 Wolf's dogs we had. That was Bandit number 2. Yeah, I know it's. Or even some marbles or ball bearings. Oh, yeah, that takes care of tailgaters. Oh, there's the kittens. They're out playing now. Well, you probably remember when she come here. We actually met at the junkyard. Well, you might have been at the junkyard that day. No, Joe was. Joe about ruined it. Is when she walked out, I said, "Well, who's that?" He goes, "That's my sister." I'm like, "Oh, never mind." He goes, "No, no, no, not my blood sister." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So yeah. Hmm. Yeah, you probably were. God. Oh, wow. That's going back in time, guys. But well, everybody, I think I'm going to go home, find some food, get my other shot of insulin, call Sam here, and find out why he wants to ring somebody's bell. And but I enjoy you guys all coming by and that. And like I said, I got some bigger plans I'm working on, trying to get them done. You just shut up, Sam. You just shut up. Yeah, you just, yeah. Anyway, guys, gals, everybody, y'all take care. Have a good week. Stay safe. Stay dry. If you got projects to work on, keep them going. We got some ideas that we're working on and hopefully get them done. All right. See you later, caffeine. Like I said, hopefully you get back up that way. So you take her easy. So, oh, Ken. There you are. All right. We can do that. So, everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. So sorry. Catch y'all later. And I'll get these videos start cranking out again. So I just got to sit down and edit them. Actually, I need to clean off my computers because everything's full. So later, everybody. Night, Matt.